Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to do so. It really means the world to me. In today's video, let's talk about some of the best luxury purchases I think you can make in May. We will be talking about some trendy pieces, some good deals, and items that I think we should look out for during this month. I will also mention some interesting sales that are going on right now so that you do not miss out on anything. Basically, in these regular videos, I try to cover trends and newly released items, as well as simply good buys for a specific time period. So, right now, we are talking about May 2025. As per usual, all the items I will be talking about will be linked in the description box down below. Let's start with a couple of notes about ongoing sales. If you are into any of the Spring-Summer 2025 collections, May is the time when many retailers start lowering prices on these collections. It is almost always possible to score something at about 25 to maybe 30% of the original prices. And here I'm talking about regular designer brands such as maybe Versace, Chloe, Valentino, Jacquemus, and just things of that nature. So, for example, Louisa Roma has 25% off full-priced items. Exclusions do apply, and depending on when you look at the website, I believe you can actually get up to 30% of these items during specific time frames announced by Louisa Roma. So if you are looking at something specific, you might want to keep an eye out on Louisa Roma and their application as well. And wait for the time when they drop prices to 30% off for an hour or so. I think this is their usual time frame. And that way you can get something from the current season, but for less. My Theresa has an additional 20% off sale items if you spend $350 or more. I have actually noticed over the last year or so that my Theresa has a lot of discounts going on in their sales section. To me, it is always worth it to check out what they have. I have made several great purchases this year already from my Theresa. I will link one of the unboxing videos up here for you. And I also continue to monitor their application and notifications for specific deals all the time. Right now, they are also running a sale on Givenchy items, up to 50% off, I believe. And I got a notification email about this. So this has been really worthwhile for me. On Farfetch, if you have an account or maybe a specific status with the platform, I'm not 100% sure, but right now you can access a selection of full-priced items sold at 25% of their original price. And the selections on Farfetch are always quite broad, so it might be worth taking a look, especially if you have an account with them. And by the way, my name is Lisa, and I'm your guide to savvy luxury shopping no matter where in the world you are. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about strategic luxury shopping with the emphasis on quality and timelessness of your items. Okay, now from the sales, let's talk about some specific items and collections that are maybe trending this season. Loewe Paula's Ibiza collection this year is very much tomato themed. There is one bag in particular that I wanted to point out. It is this tomato clutch in Napa lambskin, retailing for slightly under $4,000. This will definitely be a collector's item. According to the description on the website, the tomato clutch is crafted to mimic the look of the fruit through a molded metal frame covered in Napa lambskin with a contrast leather lining. And by the way, should you decide to purchase this bag or anything else from Paula's Ibiza collection, the items will also arrive in tomato-themed packaging. The tomato clutch is of course sold out online, but perhaps you have a Loewe boutique nearby, or you can see whether they are actually going to restock this clutch online. As per some other more practical bags, I do think that Loewe makes some of the best Raffia bags on the market, and some of the price points are also quite forgiving when it comes to luxury fashion. So if you are looking for a new raffia tote this summer, I wanted to show you this Loewe font raffia bag. But unlike the regular version, this version has beaded ruffles around the bag. I think this option is great for a boho style or perhaps maximalist style for the summer. The bag also comes in this beige neutral color and without the beads on the ruffles. The price for this beige version is also slightly lower. And since we are talking about raffia bags, I wanted to show you two more options that have caught my attention. First, we have this new shape for raffia tote bags from Jacquemus. So this is basically a square spiaggia raffia tote bag in bright green. I definitely like the price point for this bag and this bright green color as well. It also looks very original and different from most raffia bags out there. This bag from Jacquemus also comes in black. And in addition to the square version, I also found this large round version. It definitely looks larger in size and is quite a statement. It can also be worn on your shoulder, which could be more practical and convenient depending on what you prefer. I would note though that this round version looks completely flat. This could actually be a plus if you plan to travel. You could probably just lay this bag flat in your suitcase as you head out for vacation. And one more summer bag that also caught my attention is this Savette Symmetry Pochette in ecru or perhaps light yellow color. So I have not talked about this bag at all on my channel. In some way, I feel like this pochette has been very much overdone on social media. But I like this see-through fabric version with a leather trim. I think it is very summery, very on trend, and kind of one of a kind. I am really tempted actually if I did not have quite a few bags on my wish list already. Now, for a number of other products I'm going to mention today, they actually come from the Lyst Index report for Q1 of 2025. I might do a separate video dedicated just to the report, but when it comes to shopping, the Lyst Index can be a great reference point because it allows us to see items that are popular and are trending and are in demand globally. I will leave a link to the report itself in the description box below, as I'm not going to mention all of the hottest products. There are 10 of them in total, but I will highlight the ones that I think are a good buy in May, looking further into the summer, or the ones that really correspond to the theme of luxury fashion and luxury shopping. So, according to the Lyst Index, vanity bags apparently are taking over in spring-summer 2025. To be honest, I thought that vanity bags were kind of old news. We have seen plenty of them over the last several years. However, it seems that they are still going quite strong. Obviously, by now, pretty much any brand that you might be fond of has their own version of a vanity bag. However, it is this Gabby vanity bag from Saint Laurent that has actually ranked the fourth hottest product for Q1 of 2025 according to the Lyst Index. My thoughts? The price point is not that bad, and this bag comes in a number of interesting colors. I am showing it here in beige, but you can also find it in a dusty pink color, military green color, as well as several other options. For the summer, I perhaps like the white option the most. My one and only beef with this bag is the large YSL logo. I have several Saint Laurent bags myself, and I think that I'm getting tired of this logo a bit. I see it way too much these days everywhere. At number five on the Lyst Index, there is this suede pouch from Miu Miu. Look, the price point when it comes to Miu Miu bags and Miu Miu products in general is also really quite moderate for this bag. This will be a functional bag. Suede is trending and brown color is trending. So when it comes to Miu Miu bags, this is indeed a very decent option. But if you ask me, for the summertime, I would really vote for Miu Miu Ivy tote bag. So the version that I have myself is now available online. And I would definitely repurchase this bag. I think it is a great, easygoing bag for the summer. It is on trend, but it has not been terribly overdone. So I would include the Miu Miu Ivy tote on today's list. By the way, I have done a full review video of this bag, and I will link it up here for you. Next up, let's talk about a couple of ready-to-wear items. The number one hottest product for Q1 of 2025, according to the Lyst Index, were Celine's Marco jeans. And this is, of course, a courtesy of Kendrick Lamar and his halftime performance at the Super Bowl. Obviously, a good pair of jeans is always a great buy. I will try to find these jeans online and link them in the description box below, just like everything else, in case you are interested. I fully acknowledge how difficult it is to purchase a good pair of jeans, and when it comes to my own preferences, I'm actually trying to minimize my reliance on jeans in my wardrobe, especially for the summer when I'm looking for something breezy and light. However, I could not mention these standout jeans in today's video. Now, at a number 10 on the hottest list of products for Q1, we actually have a mini ruffled dress from Chloe. Now, this is an item that is very much summer appropriate. Chloe is also a hot brand this year, boho style is trending, and a dress like this, I think, is fairly easy to style for the summer as it does not look over the top or way too complicated. However, new Chloe ready-to-wear has been exceptionally expensive. I like some of the pieces, but even on sale, most of them retail for well over 1,000 US dollars. So I'm not committed enough to make a purchase. I actually could not find this trending dress online anymore. I think it is completely sold out everywhere. However, I do have one favorite from Chloe that is now on sale on My Theresa. It is this crepe de chine mini dress, which was also featured on the runway. I think this is a nice and breezy option for the summer, and it is on sale right now. Okay, now let's talk about one specific shoe style that has been trending in Q1 of 2025. These are the so-called sneakerina shoes. So apparently, this sneakerina hybrid combines a slimline sneaker look with the now trending ballet shape. According to the Lyst Index report, searches for ballet sneakers have increased 1,300% in the first quarter of 2025. Some of the most popular options for sneakerina are from Miu Miu, of course. I found this white pair online. As someone who is a fan of tabby shoes from Maison Margiela, I could totally get behind these ballet flats from Miu Miu. They look like an unconventional shoe, and unless they really blow up online, I see that a style like this, a style that is different, really has some longevity, especially if it fits into your wardrobe. Okay, and the last but not least for today is the third and final drop of Takashi Murakami and Louis Vuitton collaboration. This will be the Cherry drop, and it is expected to be released online on May 22nd. The pre-orders are open right now already. I actually do not have a close relationship with Louis Vuitton as a brand, but this anniversary collaboration has really caught my attention. It is expected that the cherry drop will be the most extensive one. I saw pictures of quite a few different bags online. They include the denim designs with cherries on them, also monogram designs with the cherry print, and also these white options as well with gray monogram and cherry print. We are also expecting extensive accessories and ready-to-wear, as well as a bicycle, apparently. I will keep my eyes on the drop and will try to score something online if I can. If not, my backup plan is to get something from StockX And to date, my favorite drop has actually been the first one, the multicolored monogram collection. I think my preferred option would be to get a speedy bag from one of those collections or drops. Anyway, we will see what I will end up doing, but I would very much prefer a speedy and hopefully a multicolored speedy. But for now, that's it from me today. Let me know in the comments down below which item was your favorite. Do you have any specific wishlist items for this month of May? And before you go, please watch another Savvy Luxury video right here. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Take care and bye-bye.